So there I was, Easter Sunday, barreling down the highway in my beat-up Ford pickup, the one with the dented fender from that time I misjudged a parking spot at the hardware store. 3 hours on the road, hands tight on the wheel, a six-pack of beer in the cooler on the passenger seat, and a tray of my famous pecan brownies on the dash. Yeah, I bake. Sue me. I'd thrown on my gray flannel, the one my sister Tara used to say made me look like a lumberjack with a paycheck. Figured it'd score me some points with her. Maybe a grin or a good to see you, Jake. I was wrong. Pulled up to their place, Mom and Tara's house, this little brick rancher with peeling paint and a yard that hadn't seen a mower since Dad split 5 years back. I grabbed the beer and brownies, kicked the truck door shut with my boot, and trudged up the cracked walkway. The air smelled like spring, all damp grass and lilacs, but my gut was knotted up. Hadn't seen them since Christmas, and that had been a mess, more on that later. I knocked 3 sharp raps and waited. The door creaked open, and there's Mom, her hair grayer than I remembered. I sunk in like she hadn't slept. No, hey, Jake, no, happy Easter. Son, not even a half smile. Just 3 words, flat as day-old soda. You shouldn't be here. It hit me like a punch to the chest, knocked the wind right out of me. I stood there, dumb as a stump, beer can sweating in one hand, brownies sagging in the other. What? I managed, blinking hard. You serious? She glanced over her shoulder, then stepped out onto the porch, pulling the door mostly shut behind her, like I was some door-to-door salesman she didn't trust. It's not a good day, she whispered, voice low like she was hiding it from someone inside. Things are complicated. Tara said she'd skip it if you showed. Tara. Of course. My little sister, queen of the guilt trip, always stirring the pot. I heard voices from inside, laughter, glasses clinking, my Uncle Ray's deep bellow going. Here's to the crew that matters. Then Tara's voice, sharp and sweet like a candy-coated knife. Man, it's so chill this year. No tension, no baggage. She might as well have yelled it through a megaphone. I felt my face heat up, but I kept it cool. Smiled even, not a happy one. More like the grin you flash before you flip the table. All right, I said, fishing my phone out of my pocket. You want chill? Enjoy it. But don't expect my 13 grand to keep this party going. Mom's eyes went wide. What money? I locked eyes with her, dead serious. The gas, the electric, the cable, everything I've been shelling out for this place every month. You said it was just till things settle. Well, it's in my name, and I just killed it all. I tapped my phone screen, showed her the app, one swipe. Mom. Done. Her jaw dropped, then snapped shut. She went pale as a ghost. From inside, Tara yelled, Yo, the TV just cut out. What the hell? Mom reached for my phone, but I stepped back. Happy Easter, I said, voice steady. Turned on my heel, marched back to the truck. No one chased me. No, wait, Jake, let's talk. Just Tara's voice as I yanked the driver's door open. Are you insane? We're in the middle of dinner. She was on the porch now, waving her phone like it was a grenade. Call Uncle Ray, I shouted back, sliding behind the wheel. Maybe he'll wire you some cash. Then I peeled out, tires crunching gravel, leaving that house and them in the dust. See, I've been their bank for years. 5 years ago, Dad bailed, took off with some bartender from Knoxville, and Mom couldn't keep the lights on. I stepped up, wired the cash, told myself it was temporary. Then Tara lost her job at the salon, said she'd pay me back when she got steady. Spoiler, she didn't. I covered the gas bill when it spiked in winter, the electric when Mom forgot to pay, the cable so Tara could binge her reality shows. $13,000 last year alone. I checked my bank app one night, nearly choked on my beer. And still, I was the jerk who didn't get family. That Easter, standing on their porch, hearing Tara's voice slice through me, something snapped. I wasn't their ATM anymore. I was done. Truck rumbling down the road, I didn't feel guilt, didn't second guess. For once, I felt light, like I dropped a 100-pound pack I didn't know I'd been hauling. They wanted a holiday without me? Fine. They'd get it, no strings or power lines attached. I didn't even make it halfway home before my phone started lighting up like a damn pinball machine. First Mom, then Tara, then Mom again, call after call buzzing through the truck speakers. I let him ring out, watched the screen flash their names while I kept my eyes on the road. The six-pack was still sweating in the cooler, the brownies still perched on the dash, untouched. 3 hours back to my place in Clarksville, and I wasn't about to let their drama hitch a ride with me. By the time I hit the county line, Tara left a voicemail. I could have ignored it, but curiosity got me. I tapped play, kept one hand on the wheel. Her voice came through, shrill and pissed. Jake, what the hell is wrong with you? You cut everything off? We had people over, kids, Jake. The toilet won't flush, the lights are gone, and you're just, what? Throwing a tantrum? Call me back, you selfish jackass. Click. I laughed, couldn't help it. Selfish. That was rich. I tossed the phone on the seat and cranked the radio. Some old Springsteen tune about breaking free filled the cab, and for a minute, I felt like a guy in a movie, wind in my hair, past in the rearview. But then the weight crept back in, not guilt, but memory. See, this wasn't new. Me cutting them off was just the explosion. The fuse had been burning for years. It started when Dad left. 5 years back, he packed a duffel, kissed Mom on the forehead, and drove off with that bartender, Cindy, in his rusted Chevy. Mom called me that night, sobbing. He's gone, Jake. The power's next. Can you help? I was 28, working construction, pulling decent money framing houses. I said yes. Wired her $300 to keep the lights on. Felt good, you know? Like I was the man of the house now, even from 2 counties away. Then Tara chimed in. She'd been doing hair at this fancy salon, but she got fired. Something about mouthing off to a client. She crashed at Mom's, said she'd get back on her feet, just needed a little help. Can you cover the cable, Jake? I'm job hunting online, I need it. Another yes. $200. She didn't job hunt. She binged Real Housewives and ordered takeout on my dime. I found out later when I saw the bill. That's how it went. Yes after yes. Gas bill's late, yes. Tara's phone got shut off, yes. Mom's car needed tires, yes. I'd be on a job site, hammer in hand, when my phone buzzed. Jake, it's an emergency, Mom'd say, voice all shaky. Or Tara, I'll pay you back, swear, just this once. They never did. I kept saying yes because I thought that's what you do. Family's family, right? You don't let him sink. Last year, I sat down with a calculator in my bank app, ran the numbers. $13,000. That's what I dumped into their house. Gas, electric, cable, random Amazon packages Tara swore were essentials. 13 grand while I was eating ramen and skipping oil changes on the truck to make rent. And they didn't even blink. Tara'd say stuff like, you're lucky, Jake. No wife, no kids. All that cash to yourself. Cash. I'd think. You mean the money keeping your Netflix on? The worst was 2 months back. I was at the bank, transferring cash for Mom's overdue water bill, when I noticed weird charges on my card. The one I'd given her for emergencies. $500 at some spa in Gatlinburg. $1,000 for a new laptop. I called her, voice tight. Mom, did you buy Tara a computer? Oh, she needed it for a course, she said, casual as hell. And the spa was a mental health thing. She's been stressed. With my money? I snapped. You've got plenty, Jake, she said, soft but firm. We're struggling here. I hung up, stared at the wall of my apartment. A 1-bedroom with a leaky faucet and a couch I'd found on the curb. Plenty. Right. That's when I started seeing it clear. They didn't need me. They needed my wallet. Every thanks, Jake, turned into where's the next check. Every favor I did got me a smirk or a shrug, like I was the dumbass for caring. I'd overhear Tara at holidays. Jake's got no life. Just work. Least he's good for something. Mom'd laugh. Dad'd grunt from wherever he was calling from that month. I'd smile, swallow it, tell myself it was fine. It wasn't fine. Easter was supposed to be different. I planned it. Took a day off. Baked those damn brownies. Even called ahead to make sure the bills were paid. $380 I'd sent the week before, cause Tara was hosting an egg hunt. I showed up, ready to play big brother, good son, and they slammed the door in my face. You shouldn't be here, Mom said. It's better without the hassle. Tara yelled from inside. Hassle? That's me. So yeah, I cut it all off. Sat in my truck, tapped the app, gas, electric, cable gone. Watched the house go dark from the street, porch light flickering out, Tara storming onto the lawn like I'd burned the place down. I didn't. I just stopped fueling it. Drove off, and for the first time in years, I didn't feel like I owed anybody anything. Phone kept buzzing as I hit the interstate. Mom left a message too. Jake, this isn't right. Come back, we'll figure it out. Figure it out. Like I was the one who'd screwed up. I didn't call back. Let him sit in the dark, let him stew. I'd been their lifeline too long. Time they learned to swim. I made it back to Clarksville just as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky a bruised purple. My apartment's on the edge of town, a squat brick building with a flickering streetlight out front and a neighbor who blasts Metallica at 2 a.m. I parked the truck, grabbed the beer and brownies, and hauled myself up the stairs. Phone was still buzzing like a pissed-off hornet, but I ignored it. Dropped the 6-pack in the fridge, set the brownies on the counter, and flopped onto my couch. For a minute, it was quiet, just the hum of the fridge and my own breathing. Felt good. Then the knocking started. Hard, fast, like someone was trying to bust the door down. I knew who it was before I even stood up. Dragged myself over, flipped the lock, and there they were, Mom, Tara, and Uncle Ray, all red-faced and fuming like a pack of wild dogs. Mom's eyes were wet, Tara's arms were crossed tight, and Ray, he's a big guy, ex-trucker with a beard like steel wool, looked ready to slug me. What the hell, Jake? Tara spat, shoving past me into the living room. You think this is funny? Cutting us off like that? I leaned against the doorframe, kept my voice flat. Funny? Nah. Fair? Yeah. Mom stepped in, hands wringing her sweater. Jake, honey, we had guests, little kids running around, no lights, no water. It was chaos. Yeah, I said, crossing my arms. Must have been tough explaining why Uncle Jake didn't save the day this time. Ray lumbered in last, boots thumping on my cheap linoleum. You're out of line, boy. Family don't do this. I laughed short, sharp, no humor in it. Family? You mean the folks who told me to stay away, cause I'm a hassle? The ones who've been bleeding me dry for years? Tara spun on me, eyes blazing. Oh, don't play the martyr, Jake. You love lording it over us. Look at me, big man with the paycheck. 13 grand, Tara, I shot back. That's what I dumped into your house last year. Gas, electric, cable. Hell, that yoga retreat you took in Asheville? My card. You're welcome. Her mouth snapped shut, face going white. Mom gasped. You went through her stuff? Nope, I said, pulling out my phone. I get the statements. Plane tickets, spa days, new phone. Your emergencies ain't cheap. Ray stepped closer, chest puffed. Watch your tone, kid. Or what? I met his glare. You gonna fix their bills? 'Cause I'm done. Mom started crying then, soft sobs that used to twist my gut. Jake, please, we're family. Can't we just talk? Talk, I said, voice rising despite myself. You shut me out, literally shut the door in my face. Tara's over there yapping about how peaceful it is without me, and now you're mad I stopped paying for your peace. Tara sneered. You're so dramatic. Cutting everything off just to flex? Pathetic. No, I said, stepping toward her. Pathetic's thinking I'd keep bankrolling you after that. $13,000, your heat, your Wi-Fi, your damn Amazon hauls. I'm not your sugar daddy. She flinched, but Ray jumped in. You're acting like a punk, Jake. Your mom raised you better. Raised me to be a doormat. Maybe, I said, turning to Mom. You told me Easter was off limits, 'cause Tara couldn't handle me there. Said I'd ruin it. Well, I ruined it my way. Mom wiped her eyes. We didn't mean it like that. Yeah, you did. I cut her off. You've been fine taking my cash, but the second I say no, I'm the bad guy. Years, Mom. Years of this. Tara threw her hands up. Fine, you're free now, huh? Happy. You'll regret this, sitting here alone while we figure it out. Good, I said, voice cold. Figure it out. Here's the deal. Utilities are off my name. Tara, that car lease I co-signed? You've got 30 days to transfer it, or I report it abandoned. Cable, streaming, all that crap, done. Don't test me. Ray growled. You wouldn't dare. Try me, I said, staring him down. Mom reached for my arm. Jake, we love you. Don't do this. I pulled back. Love's not a credit card, Mom. You don't get to swipe it and dodge the bill. Tara stormed toward the door, yelling over her shoulder. You're a selfish prick, Jake. You'll see. She slammed it so hard the walls shook. Ray followed, muttering something about respect. Mom lingered, eyes pleading, then shuffled out too. I locked the door behind them, leaned against it, and let out a long, slow breath. The quiet hit different this time. Not heavy, not lonely. It was mine. No more shouting, no more begging. Just me and my beat-up couch. I cracked a beer, took a swig, and stared at the ceiling. They'd come at me like a tornado, but I'd held my ground. For once, I didn't cave, didn't fix it, didn't say yes. And damn, it felt like winning. Next morning, I woke up to sunlight slicing through the blinds. No texts, no calls, no pounding on the door. First time in years I didn't jolt awake wondering who needed what. I made coffee, ate a brownie, and sat there, letting it sink in. They were pissed, sure, but they were gone. And I wasn't their lifeline anymore. I was just Jake. Took me a minute to realize I didn't hate that. The days after that blowout felt like stepping out of a fog I didn't know I'd been lost in. No phone buzzing, no frantic voicemails, no Jake, we need you guilt trips, just quiet. My apartment, this little box with its chipped paint and secondhand couch, turned into something like a fortress. I'd wake up, brew coffee in my dented pot, and sit by the window, watching Clarksville wake up too. No weight on my chest, no dread about what bill was due for them. Just me, sipping black coffee, figuring out what the hell I wanted for once. First thing I did was practical. Called the utility companies, made sure Mom's house was off my accounts for good. Took an hour on hold, but when I hung up, it was done. Then I hit the bank, pulled that emergency card Mom had off my name. Canceled it. Watched the teller shredded into confetti. Felt like cutting a chain. Tara's car lease was next. Sent her an email with the transfer forms, subject line. 30 days, clock's ticking. No reply. Didn't expect one. With that squared away, I started messing around with my own life. Picked up a beat-up acoustic guitar from a pawn shop down on Riverside. $20, missing a string, but I didn't care. Watched some YouTube videos, fumbled through chords till my fingers hurt. Sounded like a dying cat at first, but it was mine, you know? No one asking for cash, no one mocking me for trying. Just me and a six-string, filling the silence with something I chose. Work kept me steady, framing houses, swinging a hammer, busting my ass in the Tennessee heat. The guys on the crew noticed I was different. You're smiling more, man, my buddy Pete said one day, wiping sweat off his forehead. What's up? I shrugged. Nailed a 2x4 in place. Just breathing easier, I said. He didn't push, just nodded like he got it. A week later, Tara posted some cryptic crap on Facebook. Black screen, white text. Some people ditch you when you're down, but the universe keeps score. I snorted, screenshotted it, showed Pete at lunch. He laughed so hard he choked on his sandwich. She think you're the bad guy 'cause you stopped paying her cable, he said. Pretty much, I replied, grinning. Didn't bother responding to her. Let her stew in her victimhood. Then Mom tried. Got a text one night. Jake, we're struggling. Tara's talking about selling stuff. Can we talk? I stared at it, thumb hovering over the screen. Old me would have called, wired cash, fixed it. New me? I typed back. You've got Ray. Figure it out. Hit send. Turned off my phone. Went back to strumming Sweet Home Alabama. Didn't lose a wink of sleep. Funny thing, someone else reached out. My cousin Mitch's wife, Sarah, was at that Easter mess, quiet in the corner while Tara raged and Mom cried. She texted me out of the blue. Hey Jake, saw what went down. Just want to say you did right. They've been leaning on you too long. You good. I read it twice, surprised as hell. Someone saw me. Not the wallet, not the fixer, just me. I wrote back, better than good. Thanks, Sarah. She sent a thumbs up emoji, and that was that. Meant more than she probably knew. The quiet wasn't just empty, it was space. Space to cook real food, not just microwave junk. Tried my hand at chili, burned the pot, but it tasted alright. Space to hit the gym, lift weights till my arms shook, feel strong instead of drained. Space to sit on my balcony with a beer, watch the stars, and not wonder who was mad at me. 13 grand a year I'd been pouring into them. Now it was mine. Paid my truck's overdue oil change, fixed the leaky faucet, even bought a new pair of boots. Selfish? Maybe. Fair. Damn right. Tara didn't transfer the car lease. 30 days came and went, so I called the dealership, reported it abandoned. They repossessed it. Heard from Pete's wife, who knows Tara's friend, that she flipped out, blamed me for ruining her life. Good. Let her feel something. Mom sent another text. Car's gone. This is too much, Jake. I didn't reply. Too much was me carrying them for years. Now they'd carry themselves. That quiet. Man, it rooted deep. Woke up one Saturday, grabbed my guitar, played a shaky House of the Rising Sun, without caring who heard. Ate leftover chili, cracked a beer, and thought, this is it. This is mine. No emergencies, no begging. Just a guy, a truck, and a life I was finally living. Took me cutting them off to see I'd been cutting myself short all along. The quiet held for a couple weeks, and I was starting to think I'd cracked the code. Cut him off, keep my head down, build something for myself. Guitar was sounding less like a wounded animal, work was solid, and I'd even started hiking on weekends. Boots crunching trails out by Dunbar Cave. Air so clean it damn near hurt to breathe. Felt like I was a man again, not a checkbook with legs. But peace don't last forever, not when family's involved. It started with a knock, soft this time, not the battering ram from before. I was mid-chord, fumbling, knocking on heaven's door, when I heard it. Open the door, and there's Mom, alone, no Tara, no Ray. She looked smaller, hair messy, coat too big, eyes red like she'd been crying. Jake, she said, voice shaky. Can I come in? I hesitated, then stepped aside. Sure. But no yelling, no guilt trips, or you're out. She nodded, shuffled in, sat on the couch. I stayed standing, arms crossed, waiting. She fiddled with her coat sleeve, then looked up. I miss you, she said. House feels empty without you. I snorted. Funny, considering you told me to stay away. She winced. I know. I messed up. Tara, she's been a mess since the car got taken. Ray's mad at everyone. We're barely scraping by, and I hate this. Scraping by's what I did for years, Mom, I said, voice steady. 13 grand. Gone. So you and Tara could scrape by? Where's my I miss you then? Her eyes welled up. I didn't see it like that. We needed help, and you were there. I thought you wanted to. Wanted to. I laughed sharp. I did it 'cause you asked every time. Jake, the power's out. Jake, Tara's broke. I said yes, till I had nothing left to give. She wiped her face. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that much. You didn't ask, I said. Neither did Tara. Just took. Smirked. Called me a hassle when I showed up empty-handed. She nodded slow, like it was sinking in. Tara's furious, says you're cruel. Ray thinks you're selfish. But me, I see it now. We leaned too hard. Too hard. I stepped closer. You shut the door on me, Mom. Easter, beer in my hand, brownies I baked, and you said, you shouldn't be here. Tara wanted it light, so I made it dark. No power, no water. That's on you. She sobbed then, quiet but deep. I was wrong. Can we fix it? I sat across from her, leaned forward. Fix what? Me paying again? No. You figuring it out? Maybe. But I'm not your bank no more. She looked at me, eyes pleading. Not money, just us. Family. Family don't treat each other like ATMs, I said. You want me back, prove it. No cash, no favors, just show up without needing something. She nodded, stood, hugged me quick. First time in years it didn't feel like a transaction. I'll try, she whispered, then left. Door clicked shut, and I sat there, guitar in my lap, feeling a crack in my armor. Not regret, just a flicker of what if. Next day, Tara hit me with a text storm. Mom came crying to you, huh? You're such a prick, playing hero now? We're selling stuff, 'cause of you. I didn't bite, deleted it, went to work. But it stuck with me, not a little. Then Pete pulled me aside at lunch. Heard from Mitch, your mom's a wreck. Man. Tara's spinning it like you're the devil. You holding up? Yeah, I said, hammering a nail. They're mad, 'cause I stopped playing mule. Mom showed up, said sorry, might mean it. Tara's just Tara. Pete clapped my shoulder. Good. Don't fold, man. They'll figure it out, or they won't. You ain't their fix. That night, I hiked alone, Sat by the cave mouth, watched the sun sink. Mom's words echoed, I miss you. Part of me missed her too. The old her, before all this. But I wasn't bending. Cracks ain't breaks. I'd built something. Guitar, trails, a life. And I wasn't trading it for their mess. Still, that flicker stayed, like a splinter I couldn't pull. The flicker from Mom's visit didn't fade easy, but I kept moving. Work, guitar, hikes, repeat. Kept my phone on silent most days, dodging Tara's rants and Mom's follow-ups. Then one Saturday, I'm at the hardware store grabbing nails for a side gig, fixing a buddy's porch, when I hear, Jake? That you? Turn around, and it's Mitch, my cousin, pushing a cart with paint cans and a toddler strapped in. Hadn't seen him since Easter, when he'd been in the background, quiet while the shit hit the fan. Hey Mitch, I said nodding. How's it going? He grinned, adjusted his ball cap. Good man. Sarah told me she texted you. Said you're doing all right. That true? Yeah. I said, tossing a box of nails in my basket. Better than all right. You. Same. He said, then lowered his voice. Look, I was there Easter, saw the whole circus. Tara flipping out, your mom bawling, Ray acting tough. You did what I never could. I raised an eyebrow. What's that? Walked away, he said. They've been riding you forever. Me too, sometimes. I'd spot Tara cash when she'd cry broke, then see her at the bar same night. Never said no, till I met Sarah. She put her foot down. I laughed. Sarah's a saint. She's a badass, he corrected. Told me after Easter, Jake's got balls. Wish you'd done that years ago. She's right. You're free, man. I'm jealous. Free's the word, I said. 13 grand lighter, but free. He whistled. That much? Damn. They're still whining. Mom's at our place half the time, moaning about the car, the bills. Tara's selling jewelry online, calling you a traitor. Let 'em, I said. They'll survive. Mitch nodded, clapped my shoulder. Stay strong, man. You need backup, call me. He rolled off with his kid, and I stood there, nails in hand, feeling taller. An ally, didn't expect that. That boost lasted till Monday. I'm on the job site, framing a garage, when my phone pings, an email from Tara. Subject, you win, asshole. Open it, and it's a novel. Fine, you've got your little victory. Mom's a mess. I'm broke, Ray's done with us. Sold my necklace, hope you're happy. But you're not off the hook. Meet me at Mom's tomorrow, 6 p.m., or I'm telling everyone you stole from us. Your call. Stole. Bullshit, but classic Tara. Twist the knife, make me the villain. I almost ignored it, but curiosity, and a little fire, got me. Next day, I drove to Mom's, pulled up at dusk. Tara's on the porch, smoking, no car in sight. She flicked her cigarette, glared. Didn't think you'd show. What's this steel crap? I said, staying by the truck. She smirked. You took our life? Lights, water, my damn car. Call it what you want. Mom's inside. Thinks you're here to fix it. Fix what? I snapped. I'm not paying Jack. Then leave, she said, stepping closer. But I'll scream to the whole town you ripped us off. Cops, Facebook, whatever. Ruin you. I laughed, cold hard. Go ahead. I've got bank statements, call logs. 13 grand says I'm the sucker, not the thief. Try me. She froze, smirk gone. Then Mom came out, voice soft. Jake? You're here. Yeah, I said, eyes on Tara. She ambushed me, says I stole from you. Mom blinked. What? No, I. Shut up, Mom, Tara cut in. He's playing us. No, I said loud. You played me years of it. I'm done. Threaten me again, Tara, and I'll file harassment. Mom, you want to talk? Call me alone. Tara lunged, yelling, you prick. I sidestepped, got in the truck, peeled out. Heart pounding, but I didn't shake. Mitch's words stuck, stay strong. I was. Months rolled by after Tara's ambush, and the noise finally died. No more threats, no emails, just silence, real silence. I kept building. Guitar got decent, nailed wagon wheel without a hitch. Work paid off, took a foreman gig, more cash, less sweat. Hiked every Sunday, found a spot by the river where the water drowned out everything else. Life wasn't loud, but it was mine. Mom called once, voice soft. Jake, I'm sorry for all of it. Tara's moved out, crashing with friends. Ray's helping me now. Can we try again? I said maybe, told her to come by. No cash, just coffee. She did, 2 weeks later. Sat on my couch, talked about dad, old times, not bills. First time in years it felt real. We're slow, but we're something. Tara? Heard she's bartending, scraping by. Posted some ran online. Families who sticks around, not who bails. I laughed, let it slide. She's her problem now. Mitch and Sarah had me over for barbecue. First holiday, I wasn't a ghost or a wallet. Laughed, till my sides hurt, felt like home. One night, hiking back from the river, I met Lila, park ranger, all freckles and sharp eyes. We talked, grabbed beers, kept talking. She asked about family. I told her straight. Cut him off, best thing I ever did. She nodded, said, takes guts. Been seeing her since, nothing heavy, just good. I'm not broken, not anymore. Wake up, brew coffee, strum a tune, live. 13 grand taught me love and alone. I'm Jake, foreman, guitar guy. Riverwalker, not their fix. And that's enough.